Okay, you guys, we are back with another video. So, Cardi B cannot get the opportunity to celebrate a win without something blowing up in her face. And I told you guys that with Stefon Diggs in her life, be prepared for consistent embarrassment. Do you guys remember that about 6 months ago, I said to you guys that Stefon Diggs is a barb and he's going to ensure that he consistently humiliates the heck out of Cardi B? Well, fast forward, we're at that point, right? Because what are the chances that it was only a few days ago that Cardi B celebrated legal victory against our dear auntie, Tasha K. Do you guys remember when she told Tasha, "You're gonna be in your hospital bed, paying me forever"? Let me tell you, karma knows how to balance it all. And you know that's when I started having some type of disdain towards Cardi B, because not only did she say that to my auntie, she called my aunt ugly. And you just don't do that. You just don't call my aunt ugly and get away with it, because I've observed that it is Barnaby's pattern, it is Barnaby's behavior to call the darker skinned woman ugly, because every man that she has, they tend to cheat on her with the darkies. And I love that for us. I love that for us, honey. I think that Cardi B dates dark skinned men and she loves them because of, what is being said about them. But I think she is not so much of a fan of dark skinned women, right? But back to what I was saying. You see, it is essential in life that when you're digging a ditch, you dig two, honey. Dig two. Because it was just the other day, she won the case against Tasha. If you remember back in 2022, she won the defamation lawsuit. She was awarded $4 million. Our auntie, she filed for bankruptcy, and then the court reduced it to over $1.2 million. And our aunt was on a payment plan. And then, because when Cardi had won the case, there was some stipulations about Tasha K should not talk about her nor her family. So, because Tasha K exposed the fact that Diggs welcomed multiple babies the same year as Cardi, and Cardi thinks she's special, Cardi thinks that she has more money. She thinks that because of the new plastic surgery face and the designers, it sets her apart from the other women. And she thinks that the men are going to treat her as such. But the men keep reminding her that she's just another girl. And she hates that. She hates it so much that she keeps projecting. So, when she won the case the other day, that was a big win for her. But I said to you guys 6 months ago that every time she thinks she's winning, Stefon Diggs is going to be there to pull her right back down. And then yesterday, our friend Jamelia Adams, Stefon Diggs' former chef, the BBL chef, I think Jamelia needs to brand that and run with it, the BBL chef. She needs to brand it. She needs to run with it. She needs to come up with those two-piece sets that everyone is selling and wearing. Copy Jada Waiter one, since Jada Waiter thinks she's the one that created it. I love to stir the pot, honey, because, like, what is Jada thinking, right? Copy the one from Jada Waiter and Gorgeous Doll and just put BBL chef, on the buttocks, the old baby fat that everyone is doing. I think Jamila needs to run with this little wave of fame. But as I was saying, honey, what are the chances that Stefon Diggs, ex-chef, came out yesterday telling the world that, honey, Cardi B is getting, hands and feet put on her. And it's not just her, the chef. Because I know that, can you imagine you just win this humongous, you know, situation? Not just lawsuit, but Tasha K's attorney was sanctioned. Tasha K has been, a restraining order has been put against her. Can you imagine you have that win under your belt just last week? And here comes a situation that your baby daddy created is just putting you to shame, taking away that win from you. I know Tasha K is having a good time, and she's gonna come and say, "Hello, winos! Cling, cling, cling! Hey, Teddy!" And I can't wait for her to come back and be messy and throw the subtle shades, because you know what's the reality of it all? Tasha K can talk about it without talking about it. And I know my auntie, she's very versatile. She's gonna talk about, like, honey, let me tell you, she's not gonna miss out not talking on this. And you know what she's gonna do? She's gonna say, guys, I don't support violence against women, and she doesn't, by the way. But like hell, if someone won a lawsuit against you last week, and they have something that is just so messy tied to their name, and we don't support violence against women either, but wouldn't you be laughing too? Because if that person told you that you're going to be in your hospital bed paying them forever, your kids are not going to, like, the kids are not going to go to college, I'll be laughing at your ass. So, hold on. Let me go over there. Let me go to my auntie's door and knock and see what auntie is up to, honey. I want to see I want to see what my messy auntie is up to. Let's see what this messy aunt of hers is up to. Okay, she's saying Angela Simmons had to be heard seeing your Gotti do the most for Nurse Bay's birthday. Oh, that nurse is living good, honey. Night nurse. Only you alone can quench this thirst. Your Gotti's going on with something over there, honey. Anywho, she's talking about Cat Williams' ex-bodyguard and accused murderer of Reggie Carroll speaks out for the first time. We're gonna have to wait for our messy auntie to do a live show for her to be coming out screaming on the top of her voice, being ghetto and tone deaf and say, "Hello, winos!" I can't wait. I cannot wait, because our messy auntie, she ain't gonna miss out on this one. She is not gonna miss out on this one. But I'm like, damn, I told you all, Stefon Diggs is a barb. And y'all didn't believe me when I said it. I said that man is a barb to his core. But let me know, guys, if you were Tasha K, wouldn't you be dancing and celebrating, but at the same time not supporting violence against women? I would be. I would be. I would be. And I'm a nice person. I'm a sweet person, but I also have to take care of me. Me first, you after. Let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment below. We're gonna talk some more. Peace.